For the season. Um, so if you have a high amount of power, that might be good. You just might want to save that chef pack for next season. I think the I think that the max you can get is what plus 20%. Maybe it's 20%. So maybe save it for the next season, blend it, and get a higher pack. Yeah, but that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, that's right. Oh, paperclip is the is couldn't they just call this like the racetrack? Paperclip. That's not clear what that means. They trick me, guys. They trick me. All right, we got 14 people loaded into the game. We got more people not watching the stream. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Cameron Lambert says, just looked at Josh's data for tomes. It takes 30 to 36 rare tomes, 3 to 15 epic tomes, and 3 to 9 legendary tomes to self sustain a team of heroes of each faction common to rare. A lot of tomes, right? That's if you're using all of those fights every day, which I'm not even sure anybody's really doing that right now. Maybe Nevers .gm is that wallet, who's the top one right now. But yeah, people seem to love to fight the monsters. Recharge those monster tomes. The royal seals are actually dropping very rapidly, surprisingly, very quickly. Uh, yeah, I think we're down like 3,000 royal seals supply in the last like 2 days or something. Pretty crazy stuff, guys. Pretty crazy stuff. 26 people loaded into the match so far. I do have a spreadsheet where I'm tracking the consumption of royal seals. So I didn't track it yesterday, but today, let's go check out what it looks like. Come on. BCA disconnected. Okay, so 524855, which is how many sills are existence now or have been minted at minus 486. 0.04, which is how many have been burned. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, updating my sheet here. And yeah, so we're down. Since the last time I updated my sheet, we were at 40,747. Now we're at 38,851. So yeah, we're down about 1,800 sills since November 30th, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. And we're down way more than the peak. We had a peak on November 25th of 43,594 seals. And so if you subtract that by how many seals are currently in existence, 38,851. Yeah, so we're now down since the peak on November 25th. We're down just about 5,000 seals, which is pretty good. Because, yeah, I mean, we get 9 times less than that. We're then at like 5,000 seals, Which then, I mean, sales might be back at $5, which, I've been telling people our goal isn't really to get sales at $5. I know it would be great for us if sales were $5 because then we'd be, making money. But the goal is really control or rather reduce the circulating supply of seals in the ecosystem. Eddie Longshank says just burnt 10 on Treasure Source. Yeah, I've been burning a lot on them too. Yeah, my strategy is totally different now. It used to be just like build up castles, build up castles, build up castles. You look at my account in the last, since launch, all I was doing was just making castles. That was it. It was just constantly making castles because I knew that and I've told everybody like this would be the eventual outcomes that we'd have a soft cap of 5,000. That we would always be turning up the burning on royal seals. So it wasn't hiding anything, right, guys? Like right. And then a lot of smart people who sold assets when they were worth a lot and then came in and bought way more castles and probably, made, got way more castles because of that than just like crafting them. But who would have known that the market has done what's done the way it has? Yep. All right. So we got 29 people loaded into the marbles game. I'm surprised we only got 29 people. I'm surprised. So this is going to be the last chance. Go ahead, join the game. Type !play to get loaded into the match and be up to win a land pack, the Castle's land pack. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Here we go. You guys see the new Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny trailer? It was pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but it looks cool. The Dial of Destiny. Old man kid, Mr. Vecta, duking it out for #1 here. Yeah, I remember reading like the Indiana Jones books when I was young. He had like a whole he had like a girlfriend. I think he eventually married. Her name was Deidre in the books. It's always cool. That's what I like to see. Indiana Jones in love. All right. And I got to say, not to spoil anything, but I love that about the new James Bond movies with Daniel Craig. I liked that like romance was like a legitimate part of the new James Bond movies. That was kind of cool. Mr. Vecta, Old Man Key. Mr. Vecta really wants that first place, guys. He's just like, give it to me. Give it to me. Does boost and speed even do anything in this mode? Not everybody's trying it, but I don't know if it works. Jew Leader. Oh, Jew Leader just... Bam! Jew Leader comes in at the end there. What? 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 Damn, Jew Leader. Just... Mr. Vector's like, I got this, I got this, I got this. Jew Leader's like, nope. You don't got this. You don't got this. All right, congratulations winning that land pack, Jew Leader. Top 3, Jew Leader, Mr. Vector, and Sir Stan, you're going to win Snowman Treats. All right, now we're back to the Grubfish games. Type in !play followed by your wallet ID. Just Tony says, congrats, Jew Leader. Great sportsmanship. I love it. Mr. Vecta says, arg. Arg. I was such a hardcore Indiana Jones fan, I even like owned a bunch of comic books. I've also played the game that they had on uh, Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Yeah, let's go check that out, guys. So there's Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis was this, let's see, 4 hours, yeah, was this LucasArts game back in the day.
Plato wrote about it. He placed Atlantis on a continent out.
Souvenir monks. I'm off.
But I remember enjoying this. This was fun. And you just play Indiana Jones, and you got your whip, got to go solve a mystery and discover the fate of Atlantis and go into ancient ruins and submarine and stuff like that. Good stuff. Spoilers, 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 right? And then there was another Indiana Jones game. Jones and the Infernal Machine, which wasn't quite as good. It was like basically Tomb Raider, but yeah. All right, got 30 people loaded into the Grubfish game. But yeah, this was like a Tomb Raider kind of game, like maybe circa 2001 or yeah, maybe the year 2000, something like that is when this came out. Almost 22 years ago. And then at the end of the game, there's like this, there's the Infernal Machine. It's like some kind of trans-dimensional alien space thing. I forget what it did or what it was supposed to do. I think it was supposed to be like some kind of, yeah, just like portal. Some kind of portal. There we go. Is that classic Tomb Raider or what? Just pushing these rocks over. Just, yeah, classic Tomb Raider. Pushing cubes. All right, 35 people loaded into the game so far. Cameron Lambert says, if anyone needs our source, just saw a bunch of cheap bounties on the market. Wasn't saving for the drop. I'd get them. Rook JP4 says, Julidor has 22 wins. Must be really lucky. Anybody play those old LucasArts games? Those LucasArts adventure games? One of my favorites was the Tentacle. Probably not the first thing I'm going to type in. You're going to YouTube, right? But Day of the Tentacle. That's what it was. Day of the Tentacle. It was like this weird Back to the Future kind of storyline where like you had these characters. Oh wow, look at this remaster. It looks great. Looks really great, actually. I didn't know they had a remaster that looks like this. Might be worth like playing again. But yeah, it was kind of like if you mixed together Back to the Future with a weird kind of kooky storyline about tentacles. It's really inventive, actually. This is probably one of the most underrated games out there. 2016 is when they remastered this. That's interesting. 37 people. All right, guys, let's get this next game on the road. Doom games, Doom rollers. All right, guys, A, B, C, and D. Those are the quadrants. Those are the quadrants. Paiutruku says, played it, was really fun. Which one? The Day of the Tentacle? Yeah. Looks like Monkey Island. Forceler says, yeah, you're right. It was made by the same people who made it was the original LucasArts team. And yeah, if you like the Monkey Island games, you'll probably love Day of the Tentacle. Very similar style, very similar humor. I played those too. Played all those Monkey Island games. Good games. I'm a major geek, guys. Like, you'd be surprised to find something that is like sci-fi fantasy related that I do not know a lot about. Be really hard pressed to find something. Whew, Ragnar Castle, so sorry. You dead. You dead. All right, this is for the land pack. Who wants a land pack, guys? Who wants the land pack? KJH heading up there to A. Sir Staniel heading to A. And pop goes everybody. Pop goes the Grubfish, KJH, Sir Staniel, and Gucci Gaming are the 3 remaining players in this round. Let's see who's going to win the land pack. Krethy says Nox, Baldur's Gate, Shadows of Om, Champions of North. Love me some old school RPGs. I played every single one of those. KJH, oh, so sorry. Sir Staniel, also a heavy winner in our games because Sir Staniel's here a lot. Congratulations on winning your land pack. Congratulations. Got you guys down in that sheet. Let's do another Grubfish game, guys. Type in exclamation point to play, followed by your wallet ID. Champions of North, that was a, they had a whole kind of action RPG. It was like, wasn't Champions of North like a Diablo Light? I'm pretty sure. And I remember Nox. It wasn't a really big game. It wasn't nearly as popular as like Baldur's Gate. But Shadows of Om was expansion for Baldur's Gate, right? I think it was the Baldur's Gate 1 expansion. Baldur's Gate 2 is really incredible. That was a heck of a game. They have Baldur's Gate 3 coming out pretty soon here, made by the same guys who made was it Destiny games, the Divinity games. I played those too. I played the Divinity games. I played the original Divinity game, like originally the real original one. It was like Diablo, but more quest driven, more linear. Not linear is the right word. But Diablo's like got all this, like random level stuff, but Divinity was actually had like a set world that it was created in. Yeah, I really enjoyed. I know Divinity 2 is like insanely huge. I actually have only gotten through the first act of Divinity 2. It was so big, and then I started this company around the time that I was playing Divinity 2, and then and so I finished the first act of Divinity 2, and I was like, oh my god, this game is massive. And I love the original Divinity, which was also huge. It's like, took me 40-50 hours to finish Divinity, and then I was making the company, and I was like, I just got too many things to do. I don't have time to play the rest of Divinity 2. It's too big, and I got a company to run. And in fact, I run into this problem a lot, guys, where I'm like, I would love to play a video game right now, but I have a list of things to do that is so big that I just cannot get to the end of everything. Like literally I spend like the last couple of hours of my day is like this. It's like me going, okay, so I'm really tired. I should probably go to sleep or I could play a video game. But I'm like, but what is it that I have not done today that I need to get done? Because I mean, having castles is like having several children, because it does. Castles never goes to sleep, and worse, because Castles never even goes to sleep. At least children go to sleep, right? Castles world never goes to sleep, so it's like having a child that never sleeps. And so the last couple hours of my every day is like, what haven't I done that I need to do? And always something comes up. Like yesterday, it was like, oh, that's right, I need to create ad banners for an ad banner on the dungeon page for the leaderboards and the prizes, and then I also needed to make a image for the news page that directs to gosh, I don't even think I gave them the right link I didn't even do that right. I need to give the team the right link for that one. But like in the middle of the night, I was just like, oh, that's right. I got to do that. So I went, got for my computer and I made those images. And so this morning I sent it out to everybody. But that's what that's why I don't play these games quite as often as I would like to. It's just, there's just too much to do. I used to be a gamer who gamed for fun to, take some time off. And now when I game, I feel guilty because I know there's something else on my to-do list I got to be doing. Carthy says, sticky notes, use those random thoughts pop into your head. Yeah, but by the time they pop into my head, I'm usually already doing them most of the time. But yeah, I mean, I do have various places where I keep notes for things to do. But yeah, I'm literally drowning in things that I have to do. Feels like sticky notes don't even help me. What I need is an assistant. So I can go to the assistant, oh, we need to do this and get this person to do that so that I don't have to, so that I can keep thinking of all the things that we need to do and then have someone else do all those things. But unfortunately, because of the down market and we've had to downsize, a lot of this stuff falls to me. And Josh has had, his family's kind of been sick, so he's been having to look out for some of them. But yeah. Julie says, like running a small online business. Yeah. I mean, I think of us as a medium-sized online business. And, the game's going to keep growing. It's going to keep getting bigger. One day we're going to have, tens of thousands of people playing castles. Just wait till we keep adding more cash prizes, right, guys? Just wait for that. We got 41 contestants in the game so far. Yeah. So, gosh, I haven't really played dungeons in a while. Let's go ahead, do a hero battle. Let's go in, do a hero battle. Got my Caldors, my Bancrofts, and Castles NFT game. Let's do the auto battles. How close am I with this Bancroft? I really want to get epic heroes. I don't even have my rare lunar or Caldor equipped yet because they're missing each like one piece. I need to get like one piece for each of them. I should probably finally do that. They're really just starting to collect. Look, I got 50 rare Caltrox. I really got to start killing those guys. Get my epic fragments. Get epic heroes. I mean, gosh, so much work to build these things up, guys. I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but it's something else to be to be playing it and being like, but I want to get me an epic something or other. I want to get me an epic hero. What do you mean it's going to take a ridiculous amount of work and assets? Who came up with that idea? Rare equipment fragment. Yeah, but yeah, if you go into the hero builder. Where is it? Dungeons. Whew, yeah, I don't know why. I just suddenly was thinking about all the stuff I got to do again because I kept talking about it. If you go to the showroom, you can go ahead and look at all the hero armors that are in here. We got the epics now in here, and epics are going to be online very soon. There's a couple of front end things that we need to do to get these, but once the front end stuff is done, then we will allow you guys to stake the epic heroes. It was something Josh and I didn't know. We were like, oh, we'll just make the templates and then that's all ready to go, right? Then the Apex team was like, well, slow down there. Actually, there's just a couple things we got to do first. And then we can put them in. But this is one of the Caldor epic sets. You can tell, like, this is just really badass, right? This is better than, like, any of the commons and uncommons. Arguably, maybe there's a rare that you might like better than this, but, yeah. Pretty badass. So that was all. This is one of my favorite bases. Like, this is just a really, like, who's a badass? I'm the badass base. That I stand on the bodies of my enemies. Yeah. That's kind of a cool base. You might not know, but E2 here is one of the few bases that actually has a front layer. So you can see, like, the rocks are kind of in front of his feet. So it has 2 layers. Not all of them have that. Very few of them have that. But yeah. And then we can just color this Caldor the way we want to. But yeah, I mean, if you guys haven't seen the showroom, sometimes you can go to the showroom, just take a look at what some of these heroes will look like. Some of these heroes will look like, yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, I guess we should probably get the show on the road for the Grubfish game. We got 43 people. I'll give you guys just a couple more seconds to join in case you didn't know that we got this Grubfish game up and ready to go. Ready to go. Jesse Stressy says boss fight. I don't know if I had a boss fight up. Let's go. Take a look. Oh yeah, there's a boss fight. Do have a boss fight. Boom. For this Caldor here. Ooh, and one for the Zora. Thanks for pointing that out. I didn't realize. Just, yeah. I'm kind of miffed that I can't win dungeon rewards from the event. So I'm like, yeah. Well, that makes sense. Makes sense. Because I'm very competitive, guys. I just play to win, and then you'd all hate me for winning the grand prize. All right, guys. As I've opened 2 chests, and let's see what I got. No rares. What? I got a lot of wealth. That's good, because look, I have almost no wealth. I need way more wealth. Need more wealth. All right, guys. We have still 43 people only. All right, cool. So let's do this. Let's do Grubfish Royale. Why? Because we just haven't done one in a while. We have not done one in a while. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go kill some grubfish. Woof! Look at some of you guys. Oh my gosh, so many people bouncing off the walls. It's crazy. It's crazy. Jay Merchant jumping around, jumping around. Breathy says Divinity 2 is massive playing with friends, but it is grueling. Yeah, I imagine. Peachku says I play Baldur's 3 on early. It's different than Divinity and early Baldur's. Is it different? Huh. Like different good, different bad? I've heard mixed things about the new Baldur's Gate game. I've heard mixed things. It seems kind of weird that they have like these like cool like 3D, you know, cutscenes like you have in like in the Dragon Age games, but then the battle's still like pulled back, top down. Ooh, oh my gosh. Las Vegas Ape, congratulations on winning your land pack. Congratulations. All right, copy that. Top 10 people are going to win Eggnog Mints. All right, let's do a marble game, guys. Let's do marbles. Marbles, marbles, marbles. We'll do Battle Royale. We're going to do this one quick because we've got 2 more games to do. We're going to do 1 marble game and then 1 Crittercraft game. All right, let's do Royale. Let's do what? The Battle Gym? Yeah, let's do the Battle Gym. It goes pretty fast, right? Because it's got like moving floors that crush you. All right, guys, join up to the Battle Gym. I got 8 people loaded into the game so far. PHQ says lore in Baldur's Gate 3 is good, but weird fighting system. I always thought the Divinity fighting system was weird. I mean, it worked, but it took some getting used to with all the fire and the oil and the slime ooze, all that stuff. I'm not even sure if anybody remembers. Like there's actually a very long line of Divinity games. It started with it started with Divine Divinity. I think it was called Divine Divinity, I think. And that was the first one. And then I think, was there Divine Divinity 2? There was. I think there was a Divine Divinity 2, and that was the first one where you could actually have like two different characters, I think. And one of them was like a Dark Knight or something. I think that was like one of the least popular. And then they had a 3D, like, over-the-shoulder game. I forget what that was called. It was like Dragon Divinity or something like that. It was a bit more like Dragon Age. And then that's when they got into the Divinity thing, where those are the really big games that they have right now. Like one of the most renowned RPGs ever made, it was Divinity, and then Divinity 2. So there's actually a very long history of these Divinity games that they were making. But kudos to that studio, for just continuing to build until they've made a real huge hit. Because, yeah, I mean, the Divinity and Divinity 2 were just massive hits, and now they're making Baldur's Gate 3, which is arguably one of the biggest, properties out there for these things. Yeah. Yeah, in Baldur's Gate 2, I always really loved Aerie, like the carnival, was it carnival elf or carnival fairy? She was a fairy, right? Yeah. I always liked her storyline. She was great. Got all my fantasy girlfriends and all these, RPG games. Yeah. Dragon Age was great for that stuff. Like actually Dragon Age 2, like I really, really liked that one. Dragon Age 2 was just amazing. Uh-oh. Krethy's brought up Torment. Planescape Torment. Planescape Torment was something else. Yeah, Planescape Torment was... Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't remade that one, actually, like legitimately. I think they've done like a little bit of an update, and then they had someone make a sequel to Planescape Torment. But the original Planescape Torment was really something, just something else. Just the depth of the story was really amazing. The Fortress of Regrets and the whole thing, the storyline between, what was her name? Dayanara, I think. Yeah, really crazy stuff. What is love? It was what is the nature of a man? Wasn't that the hag's question? What was her name? Raz something? Razmaz. Pumped for the new Mass Effect? Yeah, I played the hell out of the Mass Effect games. I even liked Andromeda. I actually thought Andromeda got a bad rap. I mean, I know there were bugs or things at the beginning, but I played it after the bugs. And I thought it was really great. I love the whole family aspect with Andromeda. All right, we got 40 people loaded into the game. We're going to start this any second. Any second. Do 40. So little secret. All right, guys, let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, and go. So little secret about the monsters that we have is if you look at the dungeon tomes, is actually there are these cubes on the dungeon tomes, and inside, and there you can actually see some of those cubes on the monsters. I actually coined those Modronic cubes, and that's actually going back to like the Modrons that were in Planescape Torment. I mean, I was just like letting the creativity flow and write these things. Eddie Longshanks, the first to die. Oh no, Eddie. Oh no. KJH, Ragnar Castles, and Pescatori. Gone. Gone. Cameron Lambert says, I started in 2006 when 1 launched and played all the way through 2013, importing the game story game to game, and fell in love with it. So I think, Cameron Lambert, you're talking about Mass Effect, because Mass Effect was those games, right, that let you import all those stories. Yeah. Inkman Dave, no, Inkman Dave. You just died. I'm so sorry. Utopia 70, 780, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining.
Battle Dome.
Oh, here's a Battle Dome. Boom, 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 boom. Battle Dome. Who's gonna die? Is Tapioca referee just died? Nodell. Oh, Pichu. Old Man Key. Old Man Key. But looks like Nodell's also gone. Grandarino gone. X2RCC, I think, got killed by the floor or something. We're slowly starting to get to the end here.
Top 10 situation.
Oh, Lacour de Solar just died. Jesse Stress, he's still with us.
Battle Dome
Mr.
complete.
Pile has the most amount of health, but this is a pretty deadly. There goes Tissues 101, just gone. But yeah, a whole lot of health might not mean a lot in this particular map because it is deadly. This is a deadly map with the moving floors and all that stuff. Whew, Razul just took a leap into the air. We're now down to our top 5. Razul, Mr. Mapile, Anzo 12, Ice420,
Laser.
and Mr. Daniel. Oh, Anzo 12 just got the laser beam, and Anzo also has full health. Has an advantage right now with nearly full health and a laser beam. But Mr. Mapile also has full health. Let's see what happens. Anzo 12, it is in your favor. Whew. Anzo 12 targeting Razul. I mean, if I was Razul and Mr. Mapile, I'd be targeting Anzo 12, but whatever. Whatever, you can do what you want. Gotta get together, guys. Gotta get together. Anzo 12 dominating. Congratulations on your win. Let's go, Anzo 12 says. Let's go. Heck yes. Congratulations on winning your land pack here. Let's see. Do that there. The top 3, Anzo 12, Razul, and Mr. Mapile are going to win Snowman Treats. All right, guys, it's going to be the last match of the day. The last match of the day. And it's going to be a grubfish game. Probably going to be Doom Rollers. All right, it's ready for you. Type exclamation point to play, followed by your wallet ID. Remember to put in your wallet ID. It's a little bit easier. Yeah, I'd say out of all the games that I've played, probably Planescape Torment has the most amount of what I would call catharsis. Catharsis is one of, what the heck is going on in this video? Catharsis is like one of the strongest things to have in a story. It's like when the feeling of everything that came before culminates into like a revelation or a feeling. And yeah, Planescape Torment just did that really, really well. Mortuary. Dianara, yeah, her name was Dianara. She has a really interesting story, right? And yeah, and just this whole story is just crazy. You find out more about this nameless one and his journey and sacrifices he made and why. Really mind-blowing stuff. This game really should get remade. It's aesthetically, it's kind of a hard genre because it doesn't look like anything else and it's not like a really popular aesthetic. But if they probably updated the aesthetic in some ways, it probably makes sense. But yeah, really, I'd love to see someone remake this game one day. It's good stuff. Really underrated, probably one of the most underrated, least played role-playing games out there. Got 36 people loaded into the game so far. Inkman Dave says whoever wins this gets these nuts. Inkman Dave, are you my cousin? Because he just loves the D's nuts joke. So maybe he's pranking me. My cousin's in here and he's pranking me. KJ8 says it was sort of a Baldur's Gate game. No, it used what was called the Infinity Engine. So it was, yeah. So I think it was made by Interplay, but it was basically a lot of the same team members who made the original Baldur's Gate game. Also worked on Planescape Torment. So I think some Black Isle members. I think it was mainly an Interplay game, but it was Black Isle also worked on it, and so there's a lot of cross pollination of teams. Back then, like there weren't a lot of those developers, and they all knew each other. Inkman Dave 85 says technically, if you're a Christian, the majority of the world is your cousin. Huh. I'm not sure that's how that works actually. I mean, I think the blood wise is all about the blood, right? It's someone who's your blood makes them your cousin. But Black Isle was a good company. Yeah, they were amazing. They made a lot of great games. I even liked the Icewind Dale games. It was kind of at the end of the Black Isle timeline, but those were fun. More action oriented. Well, we got 37 people loaded into the game. Just a few more seconds, and we're gonna get this game going. This is gonna be for the Common Hero Pack, guys. This is the big one for the Common Hero Pack. Has a 20% chance to get a hero inside of it. And don't forget, we have today's Mega Epic Christmas Bundle happening in about 2 hours. If you want to get there, you can go to nftyblocks.com. We got this big ad banner at the top of the website. It will take you to the page where you can get a Baron with a special Santa hat. So this is actually going to be a skin in the game. You can thank Josh, he was really pushing for this. So it's a limited edition Baron, basically. You get a limited edition holiday Baron. There's also going to be a legendary tome. And these are very small drops. There's only 50 of the Mega Epic Bundle, and there is only 75 of the holiday legendary tome drop, which includes a legendary tome and 25,000 wealth. And wealth is in pretty short supply right now. A lot of people need way more wealth. And so that will be pretty cool. That will be pretty cool. And if we sell out of these drops, we're also going to add another $500 to our Dungeons Slay event prize, where we're now giving away $500 USD in wax, 7 epic tomes, 3 mint #1 legendary heroes, and a 1 million treasure source pool. KJ8 says, yeah, I loved it. The graphics were a bit sad, and Neverwinter Nights won. Yeah, Neverwinter Nights, I didn't really like Neverwinter Nights all that much. I mean, I played it. I finished it. But I felt like the Neverwinter Nights was too clunky. And I think maybe if you were playing like the dungeon creation things and, maybe that was cooler, but I think, yeah, part of the problem with Neverwinter Nights was that it was designed to be like a multiplayer dungeon simulator. So you could actually simulate like playing a tabletop game of Dungeons and Dragons with your friends. But then they built the actual campaign on top of that. So the campaign was basically almost felt like an afterthought. So I was never really too into Neverwinter Nights. The whole time I was playing it, I was kind of like, Baldur's Gate is way better than this. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. All right, guys. All right. So we got 37 people loaded. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Doom games. Let's go for Doom Blades. We haven't done Doom Blades in a while. KJ says there were great moments in the story. Which one? In Neverwinter Nights? KJ says you had beat Baldur's Gate. You had several Neverwinter Nights. Yeah, right. KJ says you had several characters in Baldur's Gate funnier, but yeah, you had Minsk in Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I think all the characters are way more familiar. And yeah, yeah. I I did like the look of the elf character in Neverwinter Nights. The one of the main characters. I thought she looked really cool. I actually had her as like my background for a while, just because I thought it was a really awesome image. They have this like image of like all this energy flowing through her and stuff, and I was like, this is really badass image. Like this is going to be my desktop. So that was my desktop for a really long time. But yeah. Back when I was a nerd with no friends. All right. Just got some people left. But no, actually, during those days, like the day that Neverwinter Night came out, like in those days, I was like 21, 22, and I was working for a .com company, and nobody was my age. Everybody was like 5, 6, 8 years, some of them like 10, 20 years older than I was. And no one was around the age that I was, just like 21, 22. Youngest was probably like 25, 26. So everyone was like, graduated from college or something. I was just like some kid from high school who was good at, computers and stuff like that. And so yeah, and all my friends went off to college, do different things. Oh, such a fast game. Tapioca Com Referee. So yeah, so I spent a lot of those days when like Neverwinter Nights came out and stuff, and that was also when like Divinity came out, Divine Divinity came out. Sorry, those early games. That's why I know so much about all those games, because I was playing them. So I didn't have no friends, guys. All I had was work and a lot of extra, what do you call it? Spending income. All right, disposable income, which I mostly spent on video games. All right. As it should be. As it should be. What is going on here? All right. It's weird. All right. So congratulations, Tapioca Comfrey, on winning your Common Hero Pack. This is totally not how I wanted to paste this. You guys can't see this, but I'm in a tug of war. Here we go. Okay. Common Hero Pack goes to Tapioca Winfrey. And then the top 10 are also going to win Eggnog Mints. That's it for the prizes today, guys. Looking forward to today's drop here happening in about 2 hours. And I will be sending these prizes out in the next couple of hours. I do have some things to do, so hopefully I can get them sent out before, like, let's say maybe 3 p.m. Pacific time. But yeah, you guys have all been really super awesome. Thank you for coming and hanging out. It's been a really great time. Come say hello in Discord. Let's see. Inkman Dave says he died fast, so sorry, Inkman Dave. Yeah, that happens. Let's see. Yeah, Tapioca Renfrey seems really excited to have won. KJ says, gotta go. See you, Robert. Thank you. Just Tony says, congrats. Tapioca Winfrey. And Inkman Dave says, I still play Project 1999, original plus 2 expansions of EverQuest emulator. Is the original EverQuest game not up anymore official, I guess? Just EverQuest 2, I think, is still up and running, right? Oh my gosh, guys, what's going on with my hair? I gotta get a haircut. What is this? I look crazy. I look like a crazy game developer person. What is this guy? Like this guy into crypto? He must be. He must be. Karthi says, thanks for the stream. Rick JB4 says, congrats to all the winners. Hey, you're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Tapioca Renfrey says, bye. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Everyone have a great day. And Inkman Dave says they're still releasing expansion packs. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I saw like new expansions coming out for EverQuest 2. And I was like, what? Really? Like, still didn't that game come out like in 2001 or something? I don't know. It was nuts. It was nuts. Anyways, hope you guys are all having a great day, and yeah, come check us out during our drop, and say hello to us Discord. We'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here. We still got yeah. Just so tomorrow's going to be the last day of streaming. Well, not last day. What I'm saying is we have Sunday off. So tomorrow I'll be back here at 8 a.m. for another fun drop, and come see us then and win more awesome prizes. All right, guys. Let's see if we can maybe raid someone like Wombat Gamers. If they're not streaming, I think it just takes you to a video. But yeah. All right, guys. You guys are all super awesome. It's loading you up, queuing you up for the raid now. And I'll see you guys again very soon. Thank you.